Alright, folks, welcome back to another of Marty's Daily Sudoku. We have a medium puzzle today. Wow, it has a lot of numbers missing, but it's got this cool little alley, cool little alley, cool little alley. I like those. Like, see this 1 and 1? Come down this alley and this alley, leaving this the only spot for the 1. Cool alleys over here, cool alleys over here. I'm liking this. Okay, lots of empty spaces. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I put this 1 here and I just looked vertically real quick and I saw this 3 and I'm like, oh hey, there's no 3 in this column. Can't have a 3 here, so it's got to be in one of these two. Can't be there. I'm just letting my mind kind of wander randomly here, see where we go. We have a 9 that comes across here, so I have to have a 9 here or here. Looking at the pairs, I have a 1 through the middle and a 1 through the top, and I have a 1 through the left, so this one has to be a 1. Let's see, just 1 8, 1 7, 1 2, 1 4. Oh, we got a pair of 3s though. 3 across the bottom, 3 across the middle, 3 up the left side. Only 1 spot left for the 3 there. We've got a 2 that comes up this lane here, leaving a 2 over here. So we'll throw a 2 in one of those 2 spots. We've got a 4 coming up the right side and a 4 across the top, so we have to have a 4 over here somewhere. Okay, we now have a ghost column. It says I cannot have a 4 in one of these two. No matter which one is a 4, the left lane is taken. This 4 says the right lane is taken, and this 4 says the middle is taken. Only 1 spot left for that 4. This 1 comes right through the middle lane, so our 1 has to be up here somewhere. Same thing with this 1, comes through here, and this 1 comes across the top, so we have to have a 1 here somewhere. We got a pair of 9s down the left, down the center, and a 9 on top, so the only spot left for a 9 is right there. Let's see what else we have. Do we have any other pairs? I see a pair of 7s across the top and the bottom, and 7 down the right side. So that means we have to have a 7 here. Alright, we've got a pair of 1s, right side and left side. This 1 comes across the top, and this ghost row says I cannot have a 1 through the middle because one of these two has to be a 1. So the only spot left for a 1 is right there. That is helpful. Okay. What else do we have? 7 comes down this lane, so I have to put a 7 over here somewhere. We now have a solid 7 and a ghost row, ghost column 7. So the only spot to put a 7 is right there in this cube. Very good. All right. I now have an 8 that does come across, so the only place for an 8 is here or here. Now I have a solid 8 that goes through the middle, and a ghost row. Ghost row is very, very important, going across the bottom here. No matter which one of these two we pick, I cannot have an 8 in the bottom anymore. Can't have an 8 in the middle here. Only spot for an 8 is right there. Now if you look in this top row, we've got the right cube and the left cube filled. So the middle 3 are just the numbers that are missing. So we've got a 1, we've got a 2, we've got a 3, we've got a 4. So we need a 5, and it cannot be in the middle. 5 and a 5. Now we need a 6. Now I don't have anything that can eliminate a 6, so it's going to be in one of those. 7, 8, and then we need a 9, and I don't have anything to eliminate 9, so 9, 9, 9. There we go. All right, now these 3 are completely locked in. That's all they can be. They cannot be anything else. I was looking for, I've got a 1. Now I need a 2 in this cube. Now I have a 2 that comes up and have a 2 across the top. So the only place a 2 can actually fit is right there. We know one of these two is a 2. Well, it can't be here anymore. So let's clean up our paperwork there. We now have a 2 down the right side, a 2 in the left side, and a 2 in the bottom. So the only spot for a 2 in this cube is going to be one of these two. Alright, now I do notice this 2 comes on down, this 2 comes across, so we have a 2 over here, which creates a ghost row. One of these two has to be a 2. Well, it can no longer be in the middle. There we go. Very nice. So I was just kind of following the 2's around there. Now we know these 3 are this number, so the 2 numbers that I'm missing go here. 1, 2, 3, I'm missing a 4. I've got a 5, I've got a 6, and a 7. So I'm missing a 4 and a 7. I have a helpful 7 right there, so my 7 goes there, my 4 goes there. Now this 4 comes over here and helps us out with these 2. Clean up my pencils. I've got 2 numbers missing here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like we need a 5 and a 6. Now I have a helpful 6 right here that says this cannot be a 6. Makes that our 5, makes this one our 6. Alright, so now we've got 2 numbers in each one of these spots where we've got a 5 and an 8, and a 6 and a 9. Now this cube is fully written out, this cube is fully written out. Now we just got a bunch of numbers, so now I'm going to just double check over here and see if there's anything that gave up some solutions for us. Looks like I've got a pair of 3's now, down the left side and down the center, so the only spot left for a 3 is right here, which makes this one our 1. Now up here, one of these two is a 1. Well, it can't be here anymore. Let me clean up that, so the only spot left is right there. Alright, so now we have 2 numbers left. Looks like we're missing a 7 and an 8. And I have a helpful 8 right there that says this can't be an 8. So there's our 7, there's our 8. This 7 helps us here. Cannot be here anymore, so 7 goes here. And what number are we missing vertically? 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like we're missing a 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're fully taken care of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6. It cannot be here because of this feller, so there's our 6, 7, and then we need an 8. Only one spot. That cube is now complete. Yay! What a nice cube. Happy cube. Now we did put this 7 in here, which helps us with these pencil marks. That one becomes our 7. We'll clean that up. Okay, we've got 3 numbers here. Anytime I have 3 numbers, I always like to look and see what I've got. So here's my 1. Now I need a 2. Well, it can't go here because of this one. Could it go here? Yes. So I'll jot that in there. Could it go here? Yes. I've got a 3, a 4, a 5. I now need a 6. Can it go here? Yes. Can it go here? Yes. Can it go here? Yes. 7, and then I need an 8. Can an 8 go here? Yes. Can it go here? No. Can it go here? Yes. Okay. Alright. Now I'm looking vertically. We have the bottom 3 numbers and the top 3 numbers. So these 3 are already resolved. We don't know where exactly they all go, but I've got a 1, I've got a 2, a 3, a 4. So I need a 5. Well, it can't be in the middle, so it's top or bottom. I need a 6. Well, it can't be at the bottom, so it has to be here. 7, and then I need an 8. Well, the 8 can't go on top, so we have an 8 there and there. So that's nice and clean. We like that. Let's see. I've got 3 numbers missing here. Looks like a 5, an 8, and a 9. Okay, I'm trying not to get myself too tangled up here. Boop. Alright, let me hold off on that for just one moment. Let me look down here, see if there's anything helpful here. I've got a 1, I need a 2. 2's can go everywhere. 3, 4, I need a 5. Alright, so the 5 can't be in the top or the bottom, so it has to be here or here. 6 can't be across the bottom, so 6 can be any one of these. 7. Okay, so our 8 comes across. Very good. So 8 has to be top or bottom. That's going to be helpful because that creates a ghost column. Remember up here, these are 5s or 8s? Well, I cannot have an 8 in the right column anymore because one of these two has to be an 8. That one makes that our 5, makes this one our 8. That's going to help out. Now one of these two was a 5. Well, now this 5 comes down and helps us here. Makes this one our 5. There we go. All right, now we've got 3 numbers that we need, a 2, 6, and an 8. Well, I've got a 2 and a 6 right here, so that means that this is the only spot that an 8 can fit, because 2 and a 6 won't fit. So that makes this one a 2 and a 6, and then let me clean up my 8. See 2s and 6s? Now these 2s create a ghost column, which says that you cannot have a 2 here anymore. So our 2 has to go here. Now this 6 creates a ghost column as well that says this can no longer be a 6. That becomes our 9. That becomes our 6. We've only got one number missing here and one number missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need a 9 right there. Okay, and this number here, we've got a 1, 2, 3. We don't have a 4 yet. Only spot for a 4 goes right there. All right, now if we're looking on this row here, we see how we have a 5 and an 8 here missing. So that means this one has to be the other one, whatever it is. Well, so happens to be we have a helpful 8 here. So this one has to be a 5. This one has to be an 8. Now this 5 is going to come up here and help us up here. One of these two are a 5. Well, it can't be the right anymore, so now it has to be the left. And then I'm going to clean up my pencil mark. So now we just have some regular 2 numbers in 2 spots. We like that. Cleans that up. Now this is an 8, so that makes this one our 6. That's a 6. That makes this one our 5. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We have 2 numbers missing here in this row. 1, 2, 3. I need a 4. Well, it can't be here in the left because of this 4. Got a 5. I need a 6. There it is. Now one of these two is a 6. See, now I have to be careful. I don't have this written out all the way. One of these two could be a 6 as well, so this is not fully written out. Okay, 1, 2, I need a 3, and it cannot be in the middle. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I need an 8. Well, my 8 comes down. My 8 has to be over here somewhere. 8, 8, and then I need a 9. And a 9 can be any one of those 3. All right, so let's write those down just so we don't forget. So they're all written down. Now we need to figure out this cube here. We've got a 1. I have a 2 down the left. I have a 2 down the center. And I have a 2 across the bottom. So 2 has to be in one of these 2 spots. Now I need a 3 in this cube. Well, I have a 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom, and a 3 down the center. So the only spot for a 3 is right here. Now one of these 2 was my 2. There's my 2. Now this 2 is going to come over here and help us resolve this 6 and 2. All right, now this 6 is going to come over here and say it's an 8. Now I'm going to come up here and clean up my 8 up here. This can't be an 8 anymore. So now we have a 3 and a 9 and a 3 and a 9. It makes this one our only spot that can be an 8. And we just put a 3 here that's going to help us solve this as a 9, this as a 3. This 9 is going to come up here and say this one becomes a 6. This one becomes our 9. So now we just have a couple numbers missing. 1, 2, 3. I need a 4. Well, it can't be in the left and it can't be in the center. So 4 has to go here. We've got a 5. We need a 6. Well, it can't be across the bottom. We need a 7 and a 9. And you'll see here's a 7, here's a 9. So we'll swap those, 9 and a 7. And there you have it, folks. Ghost rows were really, really important in this one. We have to project where a number can't be. Even if you're not sure exactly which cell it's in, if you know it could be in 2 cells, it gives you a projection that it can't be anywhere else in that row or that column. So ghost rows are very important to master, and I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I always recommend pausing it at the beginning, print you off a couple copies, play along with. As always, I welcome any comments, suggestions, or challenges. So thanks for watching, folks, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.